Hello. Hello, Amy Ann. Hello, Autobot. Autobot, welcome on in. Wasn't sure if I was going to do this tonight because I had Wendy's and my stomach doesn't feel the greatest now, but we'll see how long I can go for. So we're just taking off from Friday Harbor, where we're sitting right now, in the Cessna 172. That's now I remember to change to the right screen. You didn't give me a chance to change it. I was waiting. But at least you were looking out though, just in case I did forget again. Thanks for the shout out for Autobot. So we'll get started up. I've already got a course laid out using VORs to get down to Portland from Friday Harbor anyways, so it's cloudy. I'll keep the weather like this because we're doing an IFR flight. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully I don't crash into anything, but I don't think there's any mountains in the way for the route we're taking, so we should be fine. So we'll get it fired up and we'll get going. I actually took back hour on. Alright, so fuel on. Fuel pump on. Beacon lights. Nav lights. Gotta start and see what happens. There we go. Now we got sounds too for the sim. Hello, Sim Caesar. Thanks for the 1 bit. And welcome on in. Good evening. Why did you say oh no? Taxes, beautiful. Holy taxes. Oh no, not Mustafa stuff. Alright, alternator on. Avionics on. There we go. Alright, so... why is that not coming on? It should be on. There we go. No, just taking its time. There it is. So I think we'll climb to 6,000 feet. We'll get that set up anyways. And set the head into the first waypoint. Oh, we're going to be going to... actually, I'll just set the code meet frequency in. We're going to fly over to Penco first, which is 117.2. Get that set. What's in there? And it's picking it up already. Good thing. Oh, you're just gonna say that you're not hearing taxes. Well, you didn't have to hear it, did you? Or did he put that in as a message? I never even heard it if it did. I don't think it did. It didn't have a message with it. Oh. Oh well. I can find this. I can think of some other things that'll make you forget it. But you might not like the things that I come up with though either. Alright, let's get some lights on because it's not the brightest outside. I'm not going to bother doing a run-up or anything because I don't think it really makes a difference in these planes yet. So we'll just taxi back. We'll take off runway. What was I looking at? 16? Yeah, runway 16, and then we'll take a right-hand turn or a slight left-hand turn over towards Penn Cove. Yep, McDonald's was, or Wendy's was a mistake tonight. I'm gonna pay for it all night now. I don't know why lately it has the parking brake off. Before, like I wasn't there. Ignore that. Lately it acts like, I mean, it has the parking brake off all the time when you start up the sim, but before it used to have it on all the time. Don't know why they changed that. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but I don't think I am. We'll just say I'm not. If something happens, it happens. Didn't runways long enough that we can take off without any flaps, so I'm not worried about that so much either. Actually, I know what I forgot. Transponder. Get in the habit of turning that on again too. These days I'm gonna get back into X-Plane and start flying on VATSIM again or something. I'm gonna forget all these things. And they're gonna be screaming at me. A few stutters. Well, yeah. That'll be fine when we get off the ground. It's probably the clouds too that aren't helping with that. I think it was stuttering the other night when we were coming into here too. Oh well, if it gets really bad, I'll just play golf. There we go. Now we're making our turn over towards the BOR. Yeah, it should. Or when we get further off the ground anyways, where it's not drawing in everything as much as it is when you're down on the ground. It's still a little bit stuttery, but it'll... Either that, or I could just change the conditions and get rid of the clouds altogether, which will help with that too for now, and then see what I gotta adjust for settings later on. Yeah, let's go clear skies. I think it'll help without having clouds drawn in. I'd rather see everything anyways. Looks like we got somebody flying with us. I had a feeling that I went through somebody on the runway there right when we started taking off. Because I seen a person kind of appear in front of us. Alright, let's get our next one tuned in. Oh, we're not going where we're supposed to be going. Forgot to change the course. That would have been smart. One 3.4 for Olympia. That'll be our next DOR that we're going to head towards too. Good that command's working tonight. Still don't know what was going on to make Sim Toolkit Pro not work like it was supposed to be, but it seems to have fixed itself. When we head over to Olympia, we'll be tracking 185 for our course. Yeah, just hopefully it keeps on working. Or find out why it wasn't working. Know what to do to fix it. But it's a lot easier than having to go in the other way though and keep adding. Well, actually I guess the other way wouldn't be that hard either. It's just having to go into Streamlabs website to add the flight plan in. But this way when I put it in Sim Toolkit Pro, at least it just automatically adds it to that command anyways though. It would make it easier than having to worry about it each time. Let's look around a little bit. exclamation point nice. Is there something I'm not seeing? Or are you just looking at the scenery? Too bad I forgot to turn off those nameplates again. But I'm not going to bother going into the menu to turn them off. I'll just leave them this time. Making the sounds for yourself now in your head. Actually, no, you said it out loud, you said, so you didn't have to. I don't know what it is, but every time I put these headphones on, it's like it makes it hard for me to speak. Having that noise in my ears all the time. One thing I like about the Cessna is you don't have to lean the way down there too when you're looking down at stuff. But it kind of blocks your view when you're making your turns though when you get into a pattern though, I find. But I do like these planes though, especially the one in X-Plane too. Even though you add stuff onto the one in X-Plane too to make it better than the default one. We're up to 6,000 feet. I can pull the power back a little bit. Hey Austin, how's your night going? Thanks for the shout out, Amy Ann. Peachy. That's good. Oh yeah, I've been wanting to play that again. I haven't played. The last time I played that was when I played it with you and Dr. Driver that one night. How was your shift? Getting used to working from home now all the time instead of having to worry about going to the hospital and all that. That's good. Seen you were watching Conti for a little bit too. I was watching him earlier. Mostly lurking, though, but I did say a couple things a few times in there. Yeah, that Antonov or whatever it was that he was flying. Hey Conti, welcome on in. Thanks for coming by. My offer still stands if you want those sound commands. All right. Oh yeah, I probably should have done that first. Yeah, I gotta start buying some other planes though and things to fly though than just playing the same ones over and over and over again. It does fly nice though. I do like it better than the one in X-Plane, but I did like the one in X-Plane too. But the one in X-Plane, I always had to get that, can't remember what the hell you call it now, that pack or whatever for it to make it better than what it was though stock. Stick with what I was doing. Not what I was thinking now. I was thinking something, but I completely forget what it was now that I was thinking. My mind's going. My mind just shot again. Yeah, at least you have a good reason for it, though. You get a lot of people talking to you. I don't, so I shouldn't be forgetting stuff that easy. Oh well, I'll probably remember at some point. It'll come to me later on, and then I'll feel like an idiot because I should have remembered it. Yeah, I suppose so. It's days off too, so I should be used to it. I mean, I can't remember what I'm even doing right now for the most part. I'm trying to retrain myself on all this stuff now. I'm always doing something stupid. Now I got it figured out. Look at what? Oh, the flight plan, or my mind's up there. Oh, the command, yeah. Just Sim Toolkit Pro. Just been using that for the root command and the METAR pretty well, mostly. Mostly. And eventually I might use it for the... Yeah, it makes it a lot easier for a few things than having to worry about Streamlabs and all that kind of stuff. Especially for... Then it'll be nice using it for the landing rate calculator too when I start using that again. Makes it easier than having to have it bought with all these other different ones like Stream Elements bought and all that kind of stuff too, or having to write my own like Sim has. I don't think I have that type of dedication to that myself or to learn it. Maybe if I was on holidays for a couple weeks or whatever, I'd mess around with that kind of stuff, but right now it's just, for me, it's not really even worth it. For the basics, at least it makes it easy anyways. Should I turn off those? Actually, I gotta get that out. Change the nameplates instead if I want to have those on. The ones where it's inverted instead, where you only see the text but you don't see the actual box around it anymore. Or just leave them off altogether and just don't even worry about it. I need to make one that's UHH instead of AHH. So I see that Conti's been flying the Seneca. Have you gotten Seneca yet at all? Austin, or have you still held off on that one? Or if you did fly it, I probably missed it. Have you bought the Seneca yet for this sim? Do you think you're gonna get it, or do you think you're gonna hold off for something else instead? Yeah, apparently it sounds like there's going to be a lot of things coming out in the next little while here. Yeah, I kind of want to get a Piper airplane as well too. But I don't think I want to get the Arrow though. Or at least not yet. I think I'd rather have the Warrior though. Is there any word on when that one's coming out at all, or are they just showing pictures and stuff so far of it? Yeah, Pacific Northwest, at least you have a little bit of everything too. You got some areas that look like farmland, the mountains, the water. not flat like the prairies, like Saskatchewan, Manitoba, North Dakota, South Dakota, Eastern Colorado. Incoming, what are you gonna fly along? Oh. Hey Starflies, thanks for the raid. I was wondering what he was talking about. How's it going? I was lurking in your stream for a little bit earlier. Thanks for the shout out. Some Caesar. Hello again. Austin. Hello again. Stream was fine. Thank you. Thanks for the raid, Starflies, again. Really appreciate that. How was the rest of your stream? I missed the last little bit of it. Yeah, it looked like you were having fun. For the little bit that I was there anyways. Came in there for the last little bit after CCM finished it, or not CCM, after Condi finished the stream. And thanks for the follow, Flying with Arnold. Hey Slayer T, how's your night going? And Triple X Apple, thanks for the follow. Shut up, man. No, I was trying to fly in the crappy conditions, but I don't know why these last couple last couple times I tried streaming, my frames have been getting hit pretty hard though for some reason, so I changed the weather to being clear for now anyways till I get that sorted out. It was fine for quite a while, and then just lately for some reason these last couple days it's just been terrible with the frames at certain points. I know, but still, it's nice to give the reason why, though. Kind of would rather fly in the clouds right now and make it a little bit more interesting. Yeah, we've only just started getting it on the west coast these last couple days, or the last... Actually, I think today's been the worst day so far out of the last couple days. Triple X Apple, welcome on in. Good to see you here. I wish I would have turned off the nameplates, but I don't feel like pausing to do that. I hate pausing. Oh, you're... Have a good night there, Slayer T. Thanks for stopping by for saying hi. Have a good night. Hope you get some good rest. I'm not doing what I wanted to do. Everything's been kind of goofy tonight. There we go. Yeah, the views are great. Have a good night, though, Slayer T. Check ride in a month, that's cool. What are you flying? Oh, I mean 172. That's. How do you like flying it? You really enjoy it, or would you? I mean, or is there something else you'd want to try to learn how to fly afterwards? Then what we'll do when we get over Olympia is we'll follow I-5 or something all the way down to Portland instead. Is out we're flying in clear conditions now instead of from the clouds. SR-20 too expensive. Yeah, that would make sense. At least 172 is still a good plane anyways. I want to get out one day and take a flight and one in real life, whatever, and kind of experience to see what it's like and stuff like that, but I haven't gotten around to it yet, and I'm not sure if I can spend the money on it, but I would like to though. I know that for sure. How long have you been going at it now, Apple? Or working at it, I mean. Semi-glass cockpit. Are you driving the one, I mean, or are you flying the one with the GTN 750 in it, or are you flying just 3 years on and off? Oh yeah, that's quite a while then. You fly them much in the sim too, just to practice certain things or anything like that, or do you just, or do you not even worry about that? Yeah, that's true. Not really like you can feel how it's fine or anything you can do in it or anything like that, but at least it's a good way to practice procedures and things like that. I wonder if that's a golf course down there. It kind of looks like it might be. Yeah. I guess you probably pick up a lot of bad habits too using the sim compared to flying in real life, I'd imagine. quite nice and relaxing too, just doing that. So was there anything else you play then, other than instead of flight sim or anything like that? Like you do truck sim, anything like that? Or any other games? I guess for everybody that's coming in, I should probably let you know what's going on. We took off from Friday Harbor, heading down towards Portland. We were going to fly in IFR conditions, but because the sim was stuttering, we decided not to do that. So right now we're just tracking towards Olympia. When we get to Olympia, I'll just start following I-5 and just follow the highway all the way down to Portland and land there. Truck driver for 2 years, West Coast long haul. Well, I mean, how long has it been since you've done that now? You haven't done it. I see. You miss it at all, or are you happy not doing that now? I'd imagine it probably gets hard being away from home driving like that too. Yeah, I've watched people play it, and it's funny how some of it's kind of laid out, how they try to make it like you see some stuff that's kind of familiar, like what you would in real life, but it's just how they cut a lot of stuff out. It just kind of seems a little strange when you look at it afterwards. I think if I was to do anything kind of drive, and I think I'd rather do, well, we do got American Truck Sim and Euro Truck Sim as well too, but I haven't used either one of them for a while. I think I would rather do iRacing or something like that instead if I was going to do any kind of driving kind of game or anything like that. Yeah. I think maybe what we'll do is we'll drop down to 4,000 feet so we can see things a little bit better. Was someone tagging along behind before, I think, but I'm not sure if that person's there still. Usually don't go to the outside view, but maybe I will this time. Okay, see you in a bit, Amy Ann. G27 and the wheel and the Cessna yoke set. That's one thing I never got was the steering wheel. Actually, I was gonna look at getting one. I think it was last summer I was looking at one, but I never ended up getting it. I've just been using. Every time I've done truck sim, I've always just used the Xbox controller still for that. But I do have a yoke for this though, and the throttles. The G27, does that give you feedback or anything too, or is it just the basic wheel? You're off to bed. Okay, thanks, Starflies. Thanks for the raid again. Good night. Have a good night. Hope to catch one of your streams again soon, too. I go back to work in 2 days, but if I see you on again when I'm away out of town, I'll make sure to say hi. What does have force feedback? Okay. Oh yeah, I got, well yeah, rudder pedals is the other thing I do have also. I should have mentioned that. I got the rudder pedals, and then I've also got I've got the MCP for 737 also that I got a couple years ago. It's actually kind of nice because it seems to work with a lot of planes in MSFS actually, and then even in X-Plane it does too to a certain extent. Like right now I can use it for head-ins, altitude, vertical speed, LNAV and VNAV in some planes too. Makes it a lot easier than having used else for everything. And that track IR too, actually, which has made a big difference. Black IR is one theme I don't think I would ever fly without again in these sims. I'm gonna get down lower. That's actually one thing I was using for quite a while was checklists, even in the sim too, but I just, tonight it's just, yeah, it is a bad habit to get, I mean, not to use them either, and it's a good habit to get into using them and stuff like that, but I just, tonight it was more just kind of fire it up quickly and then just start doing something for a little bit for a couple hours because I only have one more day off, then I'm gone for 7 days, so I've wasted a lot of time this last week off. But you're right though, I should start using checklists a little more again too and stuff like that, just to get in the good habits of doing that kind of stuff in case I do get into a real plane. Instrument rating, it's called $900 button. Oh yeah, V-Log. Or the VOR log, yeah. How much flying do you do in a month? Or how often do you get to get up and go flying? Once a week, oh yeah, so you get to go up quite often, man. I was waiting for something like that. What do you mean you get up every day? Some days you don't even go to bed. When you start, or when you're starting getting the ground stuff down. Oh yeah. What is that actually about? FAR AM and private pilot handbook. Are you able to find that actually on the internet or anything, or is that something that you'd have to go to an actual school to get? Oh yeah. That's actually what I have open right now is for flight. I used the trial version of it back in December, and then I ended up paying for the whichever the basic one was again for the year, just to play around with it a little more and stuff like that, and see the different things it has compared to just using Navigraph charts. That's actually one of the things I've been using for the checklist too, is what they have in it. I'll look into doing that. YouTube channel doesn't have much in it yet. I don't think I've even pushed the last couple VODs over to it either. I'm gonna have to make notes of all this stuff that you tell me, or remember to go back and look at it in your chat history just so I can remember most of it. But thanks for giving me the info though. Then there's Conti with the peach. So what I'm doing is I'm going to land here at Chehalis and get more fuel because I didn't have enough when I took off earlier. No, I've never thought about becoming an airline pilot. I think with my job that I have now, I don't think I would give my job up for anything with the amount of time that I've had to put into it and stuff like that now. I've been at it for 14 years now, so, I mean, so I'd hate to give up the pension that I've already worked towards and things like that. If I wasn't doing that, I would maybe consider it, but right now, I don't think I would, though. How about you? Is that something you might be working towards? Or I am planning on to land. I'm planning to land again. I'm looking at the chat. Working and fly on the side. Yeah, but even then it'd probably still be expensive. Maybe. I'll get off the runway here and then I'll get caught up on the chat. Then we'll taxi over and get fuel and then carry on again. Oh yeah, apparently that's not in service on this sim yet. Flight school is going to ask to get a class 2 off the bat. Morgan Fly equals not running out of money like I did. Yeah, but I guess it all depends on what you're doing for work though too on the side, whether if you like that or not. Thanks M. Caesar for the gift sub to continue. That's 6 gift subs he's given in this channel now. It costs the same as a class 3 medical, really? And flawless peach. Jeez, and the flawless peach. Alright, I'll head over to the ramp and then fill up there and then carry on again. At least I got the line there for the taxiway, even though it's covered with grass and dirt still. Those emotes, Jesus. 17,000? Holy crap. Yeah, that's a little more than what I can spend. Oh, there it is. It did pop up. We'll just go with that. I'm not gonna get fussy with it right now. $8,000 just for the sport. Yours for $6,900. Yeah, so I guess up here in Canada that would be the same as recreational then, wouldn't it? I think that's what we call it here. I'm trying to remember now for sure, because I was looking into it last year to see what it would cost for that kind of stuff. You cry yourself to sleep most nights. Really? That's what it would cost for you, Conti? Holy crap. That's what you spent? Jesus. Is that why everybody keeps bugging you to come over to the US or Canada? $120K. You like to think it's because they like you. Well, yeah, that too. Maybe CCM not so much after the comment earlier about your mods not being that good. Yeah, I know. I know they know that too. It was funny though, I laughed when you said that. I didn't tell Sim Caesar that yet though. Earlier today in Conti's stream, he said to me, he says, "Hey Scotty, Scotty Tuhada, if you're still in here, you know how Sim Caesar always says that he has the best mods on Twitch? Well, mine aren't, mine are, how did you word it again? Mine are mine are the opposite, that's what you said, I think." What are you saying? You're terrible, Amy Ann? Oh, the other one's not so bad either. He's been good here so far. He just likes to cause trouble in Poutine Flyers stream. Kind of went off center there a little bit because I was looking at the chat again. Those are bad habits that I shouldn't be developing either, I guess. It's like texting and driving at the same time. It is, isn't it? Other than the odd troublemaker that comes in once in a while, for the most part, everybody's usually pretty happy and supportive of each other too, it seems like. I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing instead of reading the chat still. No, he makes it entertaining everywhere he goes. Holy God, I'm up and down all the time. Gotta trim it out and level off it. Get a little bit higher first though. Yeah, I know, I just wasn't paying attention. I was looking over at the chat at the same time when I should have been paying attention to what I was doing there, Triple X Apple. Thanks for reminding me about that, Paul. Well, your Australia scenery was good earlier too. Especially like you said too, like you get different colors there, like the reds and all that kind of too. All that kind of stuff too. Like it really does make it look nice. Is it nicer in the west end or something then than the east end of the country? Yeah, that's true. Oh, and they even created like the day that she starts streaming. Yeah, one day she's gotta start streaming. She just needs a computer that'll let her do it too. All right, where was I-5 again? There it is. Put the autopilot back on so I can read the chat instead of staring at the screen the whole time. Yeah, it's bound to be though in this. Yeah, that's probably something in the signal more than anything that's causing that. There's no reason why it should be discharging. Good why that's happening. I've never seen it do that before actually. I don't know if that's something new with the last update or what's going on. Oh, so it isn't no issue. You told them about it. Okay. Has it always been like that, or has it only just started to act like that lately? Like, was it like that right from the start when the sim came out? We'll be back in a few minutes, going to get something to eat. Okay, thanks, Condi. See you in a bit. Oh yeah, and all the East Coast is main cities over there. I got an aunt over there. I just can't remember where she is now for some reason. Oh, she was my mom's aunt. Well, that seems like a dumb excuse. I can think of a lot of people that fly with that fly without the glass cockpit. Me, Sim Caesar, probably you, Starflies, Auntie if he was flying in this, CCM. I can think of the list. I mean, the list goes on. Like that's a stupid reason for them to say that. Uber Eats. That's like me some nights. I usually do Uber Eats or DoorDash or skip dishes. But then it gets to be too expensive after a while. What did you end up ordering? Yeah, you've been ordering your boba teas or bobo teas or yeah, it's boba teas. I mean, or can't even remember the name of them now. Indian curry from a local place. Oh god, I was thinking earlier about how I wanted that, but I just or that I want curry, but I just never get around to making it though. Told you should have gone earlier and got one. I heard that too. Get it shipped over. Okay, in a bit. Now that he's talking about food, I feel like I could eat something again. I let my stomach settle down. I just don't have anything to eat though. Maybe I should have gone to the store earlier. You haven't noticed any more skipped frames or stutters, have you, Amy, yet, since earlier? I think so far Streamlabs is saying there hasn't been any. You haven't noticed any more frame skips or stutters or anything, have you? That's good. I gotta take a look at the settings again and see if there's something else I can drop then so I can avoid that happening altogether. And St. 990, thanks for the follow. Coming up to Longview, about a little ways to go still. Looks like we've got 42 miles to go. Battlegrounds, and then after that will be almost to Portland then. This flight's taking longer than what I thought it was going to actually. We might only end up doing the one. I guess in a way though it's two because we stopped in the Chehalis though and landed there for a minute. God, it's already almost 12:30 in the morning. Right now, if we were flying with the real world conditions, then we would be landing on and left. But we'll go with that anyways, even though we aren't using those conditions. at Atlantic Aviation. But that's going to be in the sim anyways, because I don't think Portland came with Norton's has a Portland scenery yet, or at least I don't have one if there is one. Let me know about that. Welcome back, Connie. I think when we do land, this will be the last one. I'm starting to feel tired now. It is, but Seneca looked like you were having fun with that earlier though too. One thing I do like about these though, being about the Cessna, those you don't have anything blocking your view looking down really. I hope only one at a time. Yeah, you're right. The faster you go, the more you miss. It is a good way to enjoy the scenery. I think it was last fall I was watching videos on YouTube about how they are landing on the sandbanks and stuff like that, on the rivers and stuff like that, in the lower mainland of BC as well too, which is kind of neat to watch. Dumb bastard. That. Oh god. Yeah, I don't think you got away with that one. Yeah, that's a lot of drive now. Oh god. I think there was a couple of times I've seen on the news about people sleeping behind the wheel in those cars. Actually, I think one of them was around Vancouver that I remember seeing, where they were saying that the cop was driving along beside the vehicle trying to get the person to wake up. I get that these vehicles too will be good in the way of preventing some accidents and stuff like that too, but I think a lot of people end up taking advantage of it as well too, a little too much, and it'll get to the point where it can be dangerous after a while also. Yeah. Yeah, I think there was a couple times when I was stupid when I was younger, being up for over 24 hours and driving once and starting to fall asleep behind the wheel. Yeah, it is scary. There was one time when I was living in a small town called Boston Bar, which is, what is it? About, I mean, around 2 hours northeast of Vancouver. And you drive through tunnels going up to Fraser Canyon to get there. And I remember waking up at the one end of the tunnel, but I don't remember driving through the tunnel though. I think I got lucky that that I didn't crash or anything in the tunnel and made it through before, and woke up at that point, and that was the last time I've done that. Never driven like that again since. No, don't think I've ever had that. I might have maybe gone through an intersection once where I might not have realized whether there was a stop sign or not, but for the most part I've always been pretty careful with that kind of stuff though. I'm not using track IR right now. Thought I might have seen it started there for a second, but maybe it was just one of those network type ones or something instead for the sim. Fly under the hood. think I gotta mess around with my sensitivities again or something. Oh, I turned way too soon. Way too soon. Is it actually that smooth to fly? Alright, let's double check where we're going. Default is way too sensitive on all aircraft. Another thing they did not fix. Yes, once trimmed on a cold weather day, I think you have autopilot on. Alright, gotta go. Here, I'll take. No problem. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, lurking too, okay. We'll be wrapping up here in a minute anyways, with what time it is. to the, what you call it, screen, the stream edit screen. We'll find somebody to raid. And then I'll do a few thank yous and I'll jump over and say hello to somebody else and have some emotes and stuff like that. But we did have another skip frames there a couple minutes ago. Not that bad though. Hey, Triple X Apple, thanks for the info and stuff like that. I'll make sure to look into some of that stuff that you pointed out there too. Thanks for coming by and thanks for the follow too. Alright, so we'll mute the sounds of the sim. And alright, where do I gotta go back? So to start things off, Sim Caesar came in with the 1-bit cheer. Thanks for the 1-bit cheer, Sim Caesar. I'm trying to remember what it was. Oh yeah, taxes. That's what it was. Taxes. Beautiful taxes. And Starflies came with the raid of 24. Thanks Starflies for the raid again. I know you're gone, but in case you're seeing this or hear anything, thanks for coming by again. Really appreciate the raid. And Flying with Arnold followed. There's a name I recognize. Haven't seen him around for a while, but I do recognize that name. And Triple X Apple, thanks for the follow again. And thanks for the info and stuff like that. Thanks for coming by as well. And Sim Caesar, thanks for the gift 1 sub to Continuum. One of the other best flight sim streamers out there. You two are probably, I'd say actually you two and PCM are probably my favorites on here actually. And well, actually I should say Starflies too. It's very informative with the weather briefings and stuff like that also, which is good at teaching that. And the Saint 19 or the Saint 90 or can't put sentences together. The Saint 990 or 990. Thanks for the follow as well too. And I'll take thanks for stopping by. Continuing, thanks for coming by again. I really appreciate it. I know you already had a long day as well too with your stream earlier and stuff like that. And Damian and Sim Caesar, thanks for coming by as well too and helping with moderating and stuff. And I know I'm missing other people. I feel bad for missing other people. Oh, everybody knows I do appreciate them coming by. I know I've said it or two. Alright, so we'll find somebody to raid. Not sure who yet, but we'll find someone. See who's on in the flight sim category. Gotta be someone. Oh, that 2 men's always on, but we're not gonna raid that. I mean, raid that stream. Let's see who's got almost no viewers right now. There we go, Olympic 1. He's been in streams. Looks like he's flying to 737 Ryanair or something. He's got Ryanair logo on the screen too. And I see a mouse pointer moving around, so it means he's actually there. Alright, we're raid Olympic 1. Everybody say hello if you can. Stick around for at least a minute and just spam emotes. Show him some love. Like you do with me and everybody else. I know it's late, but I'm sure he'll appreciate it. Funny, even typing stuff in right now, it's like it's lagging for some reason. Not sure why. And good night, Amy Ann. Good night, Auntie. And good night, some Caesar. And Triple X Apple. Thanks for the good conversations tonight. And hit enter because I forgot to do that. And enjoy your curry, Auntie, when it gets to you there. Oh god, the cat emote. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that one or not, but I know you'll be mad if I get rid of it. Alright, thanks everybody for coming by tonight. We'll see you next time. I might do a stream tomorrow. Well, actually, I probably will do well, today I mean, because it's already past midnight. Thanks. But yeah, I'll try to do another stream today. I'm not sure if it's going to be in 2020. It might even just be an X-Plane instead for a change, because I haven't done one in that yet. I haven't ran an X-Plane for a while. So we'll see. We'll try to figure something out. But anyways, thanks for coming by again tonight. And we'll see you around.